Hi, Mr. Bouchard here, and I have a quick little demo for you to go along with topic one. So you see I have two flasks here. One has a red liquid, the other one has a blue liquid. Well, I also have the beakers with the original liquid in, just so I can top them off. All right, the red and the blue have to be really full for this demo to work properly. All right, what I'm carefully going to do, and you can think about the answer to this, I'm going to invert and put the red flask on top of the blue flask like this, right? So you can take a moment to think what will happen when those two basically are in that position. Well, normally, you guys know, red and blue, when they mix, should make, you know it, purple. Okay, so let's see if that happens with this experiment. Okay, so I'm gonna cause a little suction here with the index card. And I'm carefully going to do, hopefully without spilling, because this sometimes can be not work 100%, but we'll see if we get it this time. All right, so I'm going to invert it, put it on top of here. I did a pretty good job. Okay, and what I'm going to do is now remove the index card. We have the red and blue liquid. And you guys know red and blue make purple. So let's see. Does that happen? And as you can see from the video, I'll move out of the way so it shows it better, but the red is staying on top of the blue. Okay, now I'm also going to take this a step further. Okay, so right now the red and the blue are on top, red on top, blue on the bottom. All right, if I invert this, watch what happens. Whoa, we're starting to get mixing. Okay, so something a little different happened there. All right, and the questions that come to your mind, are the red and the blue liquid the same liquid? And the answer to that question is yes, they both are the same liquid. Okay, and then you're gonna say, well, what'd you do, Mr. Bouchard? Well, you guys should learn or know from your past experiences. All right, let's go with a pool. Okay. Where's the warm water in your pool? Towards the surface. Okay, where's the cold water in your pool? Towards the bottom. That's why when you swim down towards the bottom, it feels colder. So basically this naturally happens because of density. Okay, so density is the main reason why this experiment happened the way it did. So the red one, all I had to do to make it less dense, because less dense things tend to rise. You can guess it, it's warm water. So warm water is less dense, so it rises. And cold water is more dense, so it sinks. Okay, so that's exactly what happened in that experiment. So initially when I had the red on top of the blue, they weren't mixing because they were happy where they were. All right, because warm water rises, cold water sinks, so it stayed exactly where it was. There was very little, if no, mixing. When I flipped it back over, you can see now it's totally purple. Okay, then the cold water was on top and the warm water was on the bottom. So the mixing began to happen and they were able to turn to purple at that point. All right, and actually they switched spots basically, and that's what caused all the mixing to happen. So initially, warm water was on top, cold water on the bottom, so it stayed where it was. When I flipped it, they started mixing because again, then the cold water would sink down to the bottom, the warm water would rise to the top. So hopefully you enjoyed that, but that's density, right? And that's what's going to be our lesson for this topic. Thank you for tuning in.